I'm Dr. Chitra Devi, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce Professional Accounting. So today in this class we are going to see a very important topic in statistics, that is one of the important tool in statistics, that is correlation analysis. Yes, first we will see what is correlation analysis. So correlation analysis is a statistical tool that is used in the statistics to measure the variables. So correlation is a statistical tool that helps the relationship, that is measure the relationship between the two variables. That is only we are saying the correlation, that is relation. Correlation means relation between the two variables. For that only we are using this technique. So correlation is a technique used in the statistics to measure the relationship between two variables. The symbol used for relationship, that is the correlation relationship, is R. So we are using the R for relationship, that is correlation measurement. The measurement of correlation is called the coefficient of correlation. Yes, this method was found by the author, that is Francis Galton, in 1885. Yes, these are the main two concepts in correlation. The first concept is types of correlation, and the second concept is the methods of studying correlation. So in this video we are going to see what are the different types of correlation. Yes, so these are the different types of correlation. So the first category is positive and negative correlation. The second category is simple, partial and multiple correlation. The third category is linear and non-linear correlation. So these are the three categorization of correlation. So let us see what is positive correlation. So already we discussed what is a correlation. Correlation is a studying the measurement of, that is a relationship between the two variables. So what do you mean by variables? Variables, it depends upon that it will vary according to the frequencies. Yes. What is positive correlation? When the values of two variables move in the same direction. Because the two variables move in the same direction means we can say it is a positive correlation. That is increase in the value of one variable. If you are taking one variable is x and the another variable is y. If x increases in the same direction, if the y also increases in the same direction, if x increases, y also increases, it is positive. If in case x decreases, y also decreases in the same direction, it is positive, because both the variable moves in the same direction. So if it is moves in the same direction, we can say it is a positive correlation. Okay. So let us see the diagram for positive correlation. That is, we have taken the example demand and the price. Yes, let us see the example. What is the demand? Demand is the economic measurement. Okay. If the demand increases, automatically the value of the product, that is the price of the product, also increases. Yes. So if the demand increases, if demand is x, if we'll see in the diagram. Yes. If demand increases, the price of the product also increases in the same direction. If there is a heavy demand of the product, for example, if there is a heavy demand, the price of the product also increase. So we can say it is a positive correlation. Yes. So in this example, positive correlation means it will goes in the upward direction, either it goes in the downward direction. If it is decrease, it both are go in the downward direction. If it increase, both are moves in the upward direction. This is a positive correlation. So next, the next correlation is a negative correlation. So it is opposite to the positive correlation. If one variable increase, the other variable decrease. Because both are move in the opposite direction, we can say it is a negative correlation. Yes, we will see an increase in the value of one variable results in the decrease in the value of another variable. For example, we can say if supply increases, if there is a more supply in the market, the demand, that is the price of the product will decrease. If there is more supply in the market, means the price of the product will automatically decrease. So we can say if the price, that is if the supply increases, if the price decreases. So both are moves in the opposite direction. So we can say it is a negative correlation. We will see in the diagram. Yes, this is the diagram for negative correlation because both are moves in the opposite direction. Yes, either increase, if it is increase, x increase, y decrease. If y decrease, x increase. So this is the opposite direction. Relationship between price and commodity is an example of negative correlation. Okay. So let us see now what is simple correlation. Simple correlation is used to measure the, that is determine the strength or the direction of the relationship between the two variables, same x and the y. Yes, we can say in the positive correlation R, because we are denoting the symbol R for correlation. For positive correlation R equal to +1. The value will be in +1, that is within +1 the value should be there. Then in the negative correlation R should be -1. Yes, what is simple correlation? The value should be in between +1 to -1. So that is simple correlation can range from -1 to +1. So if the value comes in between these two, we can say it is a simple correlation. Example, yield of paddy and the use of fertilizers. Yes, use of paddy and the use of, if you are using good fertilizer, yes, the growth of, that is yield of paddy will also increase. We will get more yield. So that is the example for simple correlation. Yes. Next, multiple correlation. So here we are going to study two or more variables. So in this, so when more than two variables are involved in the measurement, it is called multiple correlation. Example, quantity supplied of a product can be because of technological advancement, political environment. So there are so many reasons are there. If so many reasons that affect the variable, it is called a multiple correlation. Example, quantity supplied of a product can be because of technological advancement, increase in the price of substitute goods, then government policy, taxation, etc. So many variables will affect the one variable. So if you are studying the relationship of more than two variables, we can say it is a multiple correlation. Yes. Partial correlation. The another correlation is a partial correlation. It is also used to measure the strength of relationship between two variables, but while controlling for the effect of one or more other variable. So here we are denoting the word 1, 2, that is as usual we are studying the two variables, but one or two more variables controlling these variables. For example, if you see in the example, we can clearly understand. You might want to see if there is a correlation between amount of food taken by the person and the blood pressure. Yes. So what are the other variables involved in this? Yes, while controlling the weight or amount of exercise we are doing, these also will change the, that is food taken and the blood pressure. So this is called partial correlation. Yes, the another one is linear correlation. What is a linear correlation? It is used to represent by a straight line on a scatter plot. For example, let's consider the relationship between the hours spent studying and the grades obtained in a class. If the student taking more hours for studying the subject, as usual, if that is hours taken by the student is more, the results also will be good. Yes, we will see in the diagram. Yes. If the student is studying more hours, that is x, y, that is hours, grade. Yes, if the student is studying more hours, that is more than 2 hours in a subject and more than 3 hours, means grade also will increase. So we can this diagram by this diagram by a single plot line. So this is called, if one variable increases, the other variable also increases. That is called linear correlation. Yes, this is a linear correlation. So another example also given, every time if the income increases, that is if the income of the family increases, they will also spend in the expenses also. So expenditure also increases in somewhat percentage. So this is called linear correlation. Okay, this is a non-linear correlation. Non-linear correlation defined as when the ratio of variables between two given variable changes. That is, there are so many relationship they are given. So for this we are taken the non-linear correlation. For example, non-linear correlation is used to study the relationship between the distance of force of gravity between two objects. What are the that is gravity, force of gravity between two objects, we can take that it is a non-linear correlation. And the second one is the relationship between the amount of fertilizer and the growth of a plant. For example, if you are using a good fertilizer or correct level amount of fertilizer to the plant, you can get the good yield from the plant. So that is non-linear correlation. And another one example is the relationship between the volume of a gas and the pressure. Yes, we will see in the next diagram relating. Yes, these are the difference between the linear and non-linear correlation. So first, earnings. If the man worked more hours, he can get the earnings, more earnings. So that is linear correlation in a straight line. Yes, next one, non-linear correlation. If you fill more gas, the mileage of the vehicle also good, the car speed also good. Yes, if there is no mileage, the car speed also decreases. So this is linear, non-linear correlation. So in this class we have discussed what are the different types of correlation, that is positive correlation, negative correlation, simple correlation, multiple correlation, partial correlation, linear and non-linear correlation. Thank you.